Ever wonder why some people stay unshaken, no matter what hits them? The world throws chaos at them. They're insulted, plans fall apart, setbacks pile up, and yet they remain calm, almost untouched by the storm. What do they know that you don't? Most people live their lives in constant reaction mode. Someone cuts them off in traffic, instant rage. A coworker makes a passive-aggressive comment, their mood crashes. A stranger gives them a weird look, and suddenly self-doubt creeps in. But what if you could break that cycle? What if nothing, no person, no event, no circumstance had the power to shake you again? Carl Jung believed most people are prisoners of their reactions. They walk through life thinking the world is doing things to them, when in truth, the world is just reflecting everything they haven't yet faced within. Here's the truth. Nothing can affect you unless it finds something inside you to latch on to. If someone calls you stupid and you get angry, it's because part of you fears it might be true. If someone ignores you and you feel hurt, it's because a part of you still needs external validation. That's why two people can face the exact same situation and respond in completely different ways. It's not about what happens, it's about what's already happening inside. This is the essence of shadow work. Making the unconscious conscious, realizing that every irritation, every trigger is a signal coming from within. Most people run from their triggers. They blame the world. They try to shut the feelings down. But those who truly awaken see something radical, the outside world. It's just a mirror of your inner one. And when you grasp that, you unlock something powerful, the ability to master your life by mastering yourself. Now here's the problem. Most people don't want to hear this. It's easier to blame your boss, your ex, your circumstances. It's easier to believe life is unfair than to admit you're the one giving everything power over you. But for those willing to look deeper, something changes. When you stop reacting, you stop being controlled. You don't need to avoid toxic people or micromanage life. You simply become untouchable, not numb, not disconnected, just immune. Let's talk about control. Most people spend their entire lives trying to control things they were never meant to control. They want to be liked. They want life to be predictable. They want things to go their way. And when they don't, they suffer. They feel betrayed, as if the universe singled them out for some cosmic punishment. But the truth is, nothing in this world is under your control, except one thing: your perception. Jung knew something most people never do. The world outside of you is neutral, not good, not bad, not yet or cruel. It simply is. What makes it positive or negative is your lens, your filter. Think about this. Two people go through the same breakup. One spirals, the other grows. What's the difference? Perception, Jung said. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. In other words, if you're not aware of the stories you're telling yourself about people, about success, about yourself, you'll keep reacting blindly, thinking life is happening to you. But it's not. It's happening because of you. Here's the twist. The more you try to control the external world, the more power you give it over you. If you need someone to respect you, they control you. If you need things to go your way, you're a slave to outcomes. If you need life to be fair, you set yourself up for constant disappointment. But when you let go of the illusion of control, everything shifts. Suddenly you're free. Free from the need to be liked, free from the fear of failing, free from the exhausting battle to shape the world to your expectations. The people who are truly untouchable, they're not the ones who control everything. They're the ones who control themselves. They're calm in the chaos, centered in uncertainty, unshaken by noise, because they know control is an illusion, and once you stop chasing it, you step into real power. And here's the paradox. When you stop needing life to go your way, it often does. When you stop fearing people's opinions, Confidence rises when you stop chasing success. Opportunities start flowing. When you stop resisting life and start flowing with it, everything changes. And this isn't just philosophy, it's neuroscience. Studies show the more you obsess over control, over outcomes, people, even your own thoughts, the more resistance you create. That's why people desperate for love repel it. Why those terrified of failure sabotage themselves. Why control freaks feel the most powerless. So ask yourself, are you living in reaction or are you mastering perception? Because once you realize nothing outside of you has real power over you, life becomes a completely different game. Let's imagine something. You're walking down the street. Someone yells an insult. You're a loser. You'll never be anything. Pause. What happens inside you? For most people, emotion takes over. Their heart races. They replay the assault again and again. Anger, shame, frustration. But what if nothing happened? No spike, no story, just a simple realization. That's not about me. This is what the Stoics, Zen masters, and Carl Jung all understood. Nothing can disturb your peace unless you let it. So why do most people react? Because they're still attached to a false identity, a fragile ego built on praise, attention, and outcomes. So when someone insults them, it doesn't hit the skin, it hits the core. Jung called this the shadow. It's where all our fears, wounds, and insecurities hide. When someone triggers you, they're not creating pain. They're revealing pain that's already there. So ask yourself, why are you reacting? If someone calls you a failure, do you fear it's true? If someone disrespects you, do you crave validation? If things don't go your way, are you clinging to a specific outcome? The issue isn't the world, it's your relationship to yourself. The solution: build an untouchable mind. One that doesn't need applause, one that doesn't fall apart under pressure, one that knows all power begins and ends with perception. This isn't just mindset, it's habit. Your brain can rewire itself. Through mindfulness, reframing, and exposure to discomfort, you can train yourself to respond instead of react, to pause, to observe, to stay still in the chaos. Until eventually, insults stop cutting, failure stops defining, uncertainty stops scaring you. Not because the world changed, but because you did. Remember, most people think they're reacting to the world, but really, they're reacting to themselves. Words hurt not because of what was said, but what you believe about yourself. Jung once said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." It's not the mirror that's wrong, it's what you see in it. So ask yourself, why give so much power to what's outside of you? The answer lies in attachment. If your identity depends on outcomes, validation, or approval, you'll always be controlled by them. But when you let go, you stop being a puppet and become the one holding the strings. Detachment isn't coldness, it's clarity. You are not your emotions. You're the awareness behind them. You are not the storm. You're the sky above it. And when you stop reacting, you don't just take back control. You start creating your own reality. The world stops pulling you around. People feel your energy shift. They can't provoke you. They can't manipulate you because you finally own your energy. So, how do you step into this kind of presence? It begins with radical awareness. Next time someone pushes your buttons, don't react. Pause, observe, breathe, study the trigger like a scientist. That's where your power lives. And the more you practice this, the more life starts responding to you. You stop chasing validation, and others start seeking it from you. You stop reacting, and negativity loses its grip. You stop playing the game and become the one writing the rules. In every moment, you have a choice: react blindly or observe consciously. Master your reactions, and you master your reality. If this message spoke to you, drop a comment. I choose to stay untouchable. And if you're ready for what's next, subscribe. We're just getting started.